Hello, I'm Anna Maria Tudor, and I have a word for you, an amazing word about prayer. So in Mark 11:24, it says that when you pray, believe, and believe that it will happen, and it will. And actually, this is one of the points of the prayer to believe. And we know that after we believe, it comes a testing time of the word that was for you. So you come into a sort of warfare for the word you received because you believed. And why is that? This is because when you pray, you don't pray for a heavenly land. You pray for a promised land. And in the promised land, there are giants you have to conquer. That's the point. So it's not something that it's perfect. It's something that so it's not something that it's already so everything is done and you receive the final thing. It's something you have to fight for. And the word you believe helps you to fight for that thing, to conquer the giants. Having your only support, the word that God told you. And this is because what you have is not what you desire. What you desire is more and different than what you have. So that's why you can't go by what you are seeing, because you are aiming something different. And that different thing lies in the spirit. And the spirit is imparted to you by the word. So it's like the word which holds knows the deepest things and holds the deepest things and holds the blessings for you. The word is that which will bring you the image of what's to come, and the confidence to enter in the possession of the land, between commas, you prayed for. So I think that is an amazing word. I liked it very much it was one night when I thought of that. Okay, we are not praying for a heavenly land, we are praying for a promised land. And sometimes we are not conscious about that. We think we will pray for something, we will get something, and that's all. But how God molds our character is because of the difference, and in the difference between the heavenly land and the promised land, because he molds our character by equipping us for conquering the giants in our promised land. Isn't it amazing? So I used to think in a lazy way about prayer. I'm praying for that, I will receive that as a child. I don't have to do anything. I'm asking, I will receive. I'm asking, I will receive. But I think God sees us. Okay, we start like kids, like a child, but we mature. And as we mature, He bring us He brings us something to conquer, because He wants to impart us more glory. That's why, what Caleb said, like he was advanced in years and he knew what God promised them, and he wanted that thing despite of the giants, despite of his age. He laid strong of his promise, of the promise received from God, you know. So that's why Joshua and Caleb were the ones from the spies of the promised land who believed. They have that in them, the DNA of the conquerors, the DNA of the understanding that you are maturing with God, you are growing with God, you are not staying in the same place. God will give you that. The goodness of God is willing, but He's also equipping you with what you need to conquer and to go in your promised land, where man, where milk and honey flow. So yes, in your life, God predestined you to have milk and honey, but it will be by conquering some giants, you know. God says that He will give us a lot, but it's together with persecutions. Why is that? Because His nature is to give. But as we get closer to the light, the rulers of the darkness don't like that. So as we get closer to the glory of God, the warfare becomes more intense. So the giants you have to expect are bigger and specialized for your equipping, you know, like they are smart. They are smart. You are not conquering by being smart. We are conquering by the Spirit, by the fruit of the Spirit, by the Word of God, and by our testimony, but by what God gives us, and He is already given us. Everything we are fighting with things that we have from Him, and we are what He made us, through the cross. So redeemed people and favored people. So that was the amazing word about prayer. So when you pray, believe. When you believe, the word will be tested. The specific word in your situation will be tested by the Rhema word that will come and always comes, will be tested. There will be warfare, but God is equipping you for winning the battle, for winning in this, because He made you a conqueror for a promised land. It's not a heavenly land, it's a promised land, but it's yours. That's the point, because God has given it to you. Blessings. Have a nice day. Bye.